Well, good evening. It's March 14th, Sunday. And I'm going to break down some numbers. I've been thinking about making a video, but I don't know. Spirit's not moving me, but it kind of did on this. A year ago on March the 11th, the World Health Organization declared a worldwide pandemic after claiming 116,000 cases. Upside down and backwards, that's 9/11. Just like everything in this world today is backwards. Good is evil, evil is good, bitter is sweet, sweet is bitter, up is down, down is up, forward is backwards, backwards is forward. Just like he said it would be in the latter times. But I was watching a Trump supporter, one of these Trump tarts, saying that Biden just pulled off the biggest heist in the history of mankind. Well, I beg to differ. It was a big heist. But he signed that on March the 11th, 1 year to the day, according to what I could find out. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on everything. Double check. Seek for yourself. Don't just sit and listen to other people and let them program you like the television has been. You have many channels out there doing the programming. And go figure. The dog. Yeah. But anyhow, distraction. If you read Genesis 3:11, that pertains to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Skull and Bones 3:22, Genesis 3:22, pertains to the tree of life. That's what these people are about. 3:11, 3 times 11, 33. Freemasonry. The 1/3 of the fallen stars, the fallen angels. But anyhow, let's look at these numbers. 1.9 trillion. And let's say there's 320 million people in the U.S. Anybody making less than $75,000 will not get it. A $1,400 check. Okay, let's just say every American citizen, man, woman, child, get $1,400. Times 320 million people. That totals 448 billion. So that still leaves a little over 1.5 trillion. If every American citizen got a check. But we know that won't even be half of the citizens get a check. But let's just, for argument's sake, let's just say everybody gets one. So you're looking at 1.5 trillion left. Now let's look where that goes. It said 30 billion to aid in restaurants, 120 billion in schools K to 12, 25 billion in rent and utilities, 20 billion to pay for the jabs, 350 billion going to states and local governments, totaling $595 billion. Now we know that's going to be a whole lot different figure there, because not everybody's going to get one. Maybe even a fourth of the population will get one. So that would figure in the $300 for those on unemployment per week until September the 2nd. So the $300 unemployment, this whole list here, the $1,400 check, still going to leave $1 trillion. $1 trillion. That is 3, 6, 9, 12 zeros plus the pennies. But was that the biggest heist ever? On March the 27th, 2020, Trump signed a $6.2 trillion. April the 15th, he signed a $2 trillion. April the 22nd, he signed a $484 billion, totaling $8,684 billion. Let's just say, for argument's sake, the American people, the little guy, got $1 trillion worth of stuff. And we done seen where, look at all them figures. I don't think they did. But let's just say they got $1,684 billion. That still leaves $7 trillion. Plus the trillion this time. It's $8 trillion. At least. Would to go. They're in this together. They serve the same master, the God of this world. The beast system. Just like all the governments are in lockstep on this thing they've got going on. How they've brainwashed the human race into believing that they're on a ball flying through infinite universes, when common sense would tell you you're not moving. The Bible says it shall not be moved. Everything they tell you about space is all lies, all CGI. They're all in on it. And how these so-called truther channels, you try to leave comments that look into the number one thing. It's good that you're waking people up on other subjects, but everything falls under your home, where you live, where you stand, God's creation. Or you can go right ahead and believe that you were some little sail that swam around and became a fish and flopped out of the water, grew legs, then ended up becoming a monkey. Then you stood upright and became a human. Well, they want to take that away from you. It's all lies. This whole world is a lie. From the Garden of Eden, when he told Eve that she surely would not die if she ate from the tree of knowledge, 3:11. 3:22, the tree of life. That's what they're striving for. It's all connected. The beast system. The beast coming up out of the sea. The Bible also says the only thing he called earth was the dry land. He called the water the sea. There's a whole lot of talk about two different branches of law. one from land and one from sea. And the beast that came up out of the sea had a little horn sprout up. What is the last country on earth that sprouted up? Think about that one. Love y'all. Down the road.